Okay, so we have this ring here, and the question is, we would like to pave set this band. We have an isocurve out here, and I believe it's this little guy here, so I'm just going to change that to red so you can see it a little bit better. Alright, now this band, I can see kind of a couple of problems with this one. First of all, the profile that we've got here probably isn't the greatest for pave setting for two reasons. First of all, the actual shape of it, and second of all, just the width itself. Even to get just 3 rows down here, you're going to really kind of be pushing it unless you're using super tiny stones. And I think the stones that we're wanting to use here are 1.3 mils or 1 pointers. So here's what I would suggest, and I'll show you how to fix all this up. But let me just suggest this. Let's just grab the profiles F6, and at the moment we can see where it's at 2.93 mil. Let's take it out to say 3.5, just at the top there, and let's just change that profile from that half round, which is just the base, to say even say something like this. That's a hard question, isn't it? Yeah, let's go with say something like that there, because we've still got that half round shape. It's just it's going to give us that little bit of extra real estate there. Alright, so let's change that. Alright, and you can see what we got there. Alright, I'm going to select that and I'm going to cap it. Solid and cap planar. Okay. And then I may as well grab that original curve and delete it. We'll put out a brand new one there. Actually, no, I'll bring it back just so that we've got a reference. Let's just select our piece, go to curve, extract isocurve, grab that surface there, and I'm going to change it to red. And I want to hit toggle. And the reason I want to hit toggle is, wow, okay, what's going on here? Okay. Alright, let's do that again. Select this top one here and just go from there. Alright, that's only acting as a guide for me. I'm going to select that and I'm just going to delete it. Go back to extract isocurve and select this. Select the bottom surface again. Select that. No. Okay. Get rid of it. Try it again. Okay, this time surface there. Alright, now you can see that we are going horizontally, so we're going to toggle that, and I want to just go to there and hit enter. Actually, you know what? I'll do that again. Alright, and this time I'm going to also put out one there as well. And I want to select my two new curves. And I'm going to go to split, and I want to split them with this guide here, and then I want to delete that, and I want to delete that, and I want to delete that. And then before I do anything else, I'm going to grab that curve there, and I'm going to mirror around F4. So we've got 3 curves basically out on that surface there. Alright, now you could use a pave builder. It doesn't matter which one you use, whether it's the automatic pave builder or the normal pave builder. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a different tool. Go to gems, and I'm going to go to the second level, and I'm going to use gem on curve multi. I'm going to select the center curve and put that in the primary, and then I'm going to select these other 2 curves just by holding down shift and selecting both, and put them into the secondary. And you'll find that what we have here is it places a well, it places 3 rows of gems out for us. So very similar to the way that gem on curve normally works. Take that to about there. Let's, what do we got? Well, that's 1.5, so let's take that down to, say, 1.3. And we're going to then, I'm just going to roll a couple of these up. We're going to come across here to where it says y-axis, and we're going to select surface. And in the command line here, it'll ask us to select the surface. So we're just going to select this surface here. And that'll mean that the culettes of those stones will point to that surface. Alright, that's pretty important. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at the row spacing. At the moment it's set at 0.1 of a mil. I can bring that in a bit closer. I'd say to about there, and that should be okay. Alright, and then let's have a look at the spacing. I'm probably going to leave that spacing as is. Now you also have the option to take it in a little bit deeper if you wanted to. I'm just going to take it in just a touch. It's still important that the girdles of the stones are showing. What do we got there? What's going on? You know what? Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring that back up. So I'll take it to 0. Alright. Once you're happy with that, we hit enter. And that'll set those gems there. And you'll notice that when you use this builder, you get this guide plane here. You can just delete that. We don't need that anymore. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to select the stones in the center, hit F6, and we're going to go to prongs. And I'm just going to stick with my default layout there. And you'll see that it'll create prongs for us. Now I'm going to take the thickness of these prongs down to maybe about 0.4. No, I'll take it to 0.5, I think. Yeah, I'm alright with that. I'm going to decrease the height. I'll take that down to about, say, 0.6. And I want to increase the drop as well. I want to take that right down. Doesn't really matter so far or so much how far it goes down. Obviously, as long as it doesn't extrude out the inside there. But you definitely want to make sure that this is that it's intersecting the shank. Once you're happy with that, we're going to hit enter. And you can see here that we've got a dual purpose in that not only are these prongs holding in the center, but they're also going to help holding in this side here too. So what we're going to do is we're going to select these stones here, F6, and go to match attributes, the objects to take the style from, and we're going to hit create, and we get that. And then you can do one of two things. We can select those, or we could do just match attributes, or you could just select them and just mirror, just like I'm going to do, just around F4. Pop them there like that. And then, you'll kind of notice this is happening. Well, this is a swipe of an emery stick that's going to get rid of those. If you really wanted to, change that, then all we've really got to do here is just select these and hit F6 and go to edit prongs, and just edit the diameter and take it down a little bit, and then hit enter, and do the same for these ones here. Actually, you know what? Let's undo that. Let's go to those ones there. Let's just edit these ones. So take that down. What have we got there? To 0.36. That's a bit dangerous. Maybe 0.4. And hit enter. Yeah, that's better. Alright, let's just grab these and delete them. Grab those and mirror around F4. What do we got there? Yeah, it's a bit better. Alright. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to select, I'm assuming this is going to be a symmetrical ring, so I'm just going to select all of that and mirror around F4, and then I'm going to just grab all of my, shut that down, go to my layers menu and right click on the color of those stones, hit F6, and we're going to go to gem cutter, and just going to select that one there. Okay, that's a bit, well, let's taper them down a bit. You know, we don't have an awful lot of real estate to work with here, so lower taper. So even if we just taper them down to say something like that there, that'll work. Enter. And yeah, we got that there. Alright, so once you're happy with that, we're going to go to our tools menu and go to Boolean Builder, and we're just going to right click on the orange color layer and pop those into the cutter menu, and then we're going to select both our shank and also our prongs as well, pop those into the object window. Make sure that you hit 1 by 1 and force Boolean and do Boolean, and I'm just going to pause while it's Booleaning away. Okay, and now that that's done, we can hide those stones and have a look. You got everything in there. Yeah, you know, that'll work. Oh, hang on, we've missed something here. I don't know how that's happened. That's okay, we can quite easily select those. Grab that. And just simply select mirror around F4. Hold down Shift. And they'll be there. I mustn't have mirrored those across before. Okay, so there you've got a little porcupine ring. Yeah, and that should be you know, quite easily able to be set, and yeah, the customer should love it. So let me bring those back, and yeah, I hope that helps.